on Southern Hospitality, big things are happening. They really are. Take a look.
Maddi Reese is over the building. Oh my God.
We got Maddi's face.
There's Maddi. Holy shit. That's wild. Recover the
My girlfriend is on the side of a building. Are you kidding me? I don't know whether to call her mom or my mom first.
All right, and
so
straight
cute.
from that billboard to real life, we have cast member Maddi Reese joining us. Maddi, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Exciting. What was the billboard for? What's it like seeing it and seeing yourself see it on TV?
Yeah. Well, I love that it's DJ Fridays because I'm a DJ, so that's why I was on the building.
Okay.
So it was super exciting to be able to have that type of exposure for my career and everything. So it was a great opportunity.
Oh, I love the reaction.
Yes.
But I love not just your reaction, I love your boyfriend's reaction.
He's so supportive. He's always in the background, like having the best time.
Yes, so he's your castmate, correct, Joe Bradley. But you actually knew each other even before the show started. Can you talk about how this whole relationship evolved? Because I think a lot of the fans of the show wanted this to happen.
Yes.
And we're just waiting for it. So they've got to see you guys kind of grow together.
Yes. So we worked together in nightlife, and we worked really well as coworkers. So I never wanted to risk that relationship. So him and I stayed friends for a really long time. And, you know, the more time went on, I think I saw feelings there. So yeah, this season we are dating, and it's so awesome how supportive he is and how great the relationship has actually turned out.
So things are going great.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
That's awesome.
So does that mean you and Joe have Valentine's Day plans? Anything going on
Yes,
there?
yes. Unfortunately, it's a Friday this year, so I'm booked DJing. I'm
It's not
playing
a
at
bad
Tao.
thing.
Yeah, I'm playing at Tao in Chicago, actually.
cool.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that. So that's kind of our Valentine's Day plans this year. So nothing too romantic, so more of a party, if anything.
But because you're in the public eye, though, do people chime in and say, you know, things about your relationship? They're excited,
Totally.
or we saw this coming. What are your fans'
Totally.
reactions?
I feel like I'm being on TV. Definitely, there's a million different opinions about my relationship and stuff, but overall, it's been really positive about Joe. Especially, you know, we've put kind of our whole story out there of being friends and now dating, and from, you know, where I've been through in the past with my relationships, I'm really happy where I'm at now.
Oh, you're with your best friend.
Yes.
You know, as you
exactly.
mentioned, people are watching, they have opinions. Maddi, what made you want to be on Southern Hospitality, be a part of this whole Bravo zeitgeist?
Yes. Well, I've always loved hospitality. I've been in hospitality since I was 14, and my parents told me I needed to go get a job. So when I found out a show was coming along in the city I live in and the place that I've worked at for so many years, of course, you know, I wanted to be a part of it. So that's kind of how it went about for me. I went to college down at College of Charleston.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I looked for hospitality to, you know, get through college and everything. And, you know, I've made a whole career out of it. So I'm very grateful.
Is it sometimes hard to have the cameras around all the time?
Yeah. Especially
Easy
when
answer.
we're busy.
Yeah, but I mean, just even, I don't know if you even can prepare for what life is like to have your whole life out there for everyone to see.
Yes.
What is that like?
Yes. It's definitely a learning lesson. I feel like I was super kind of naive when I started, and now you kind of learn things along the way to make it easier, and then you kind of just don't know they're even there after a while.
Yeah.
So you find yourself in Charleston, you're going to college, you wind up in hospitality, but then the DJing happens. How'd you get into DJing?
Honestly, it was COVID. I had the free time and I wanted to learn. So,
Look at you.
yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at the
Oh,
picture
yeah.
here.
That's how I spent my free time, is I learned how to DJ, and then as soon as things started opening back up, I already worked in nightlife, in hospitality, being a server and stuff, so it was only natural that someone eventually was like, oh, you know how to DJ? Like, let me throw you in there. And it went really well, and then it just kept growing and growing, and I've been on tours and stuff like that, so it's been awesome, the growth of where I came from to where I am now.
I was just going to ask you that because you talk about getting into hospitality at 14 years old. That's you know, a long time ago. I mean, you were still a kid.
Yeah.
When you look back and you see where you are now, does it feel a little surreal for you?
Totally. Yes. Yes. I mean, I feel like hospitality is a great outlet just in general. Like,
yeah.
I think a lot of people think, oh, like, can I make a career out of this? And you absolutely can. I feel like I've done a lot in nightlife, whether it be, you know, booking vacations and concierge or tables or DJing the party. So I just feel like there's so much that people can do in hospitality and so much opportunity. And I was grateful that, you know, I didn't see it for myself necessarily. I didn't study hospitality in college or anything, but, you know, I saw it as a great outlet and then made a career out of it. So it's super interesting.
You know, for people who don't know, people party a lot in Charleston.
Yes.
You're in hospitality.
Yes.
You got the whole King Street scene going on. But you're on the show, too, as a cast member, a DJ, and all that. What do you think makes you stand out in a city full of personalities on that show as well?
I don't know. I feel like there's not a lot of women DJs. I definitely feel like I am one of the few in Charleston, but I don't know. I think I definitely bring, you know, some drama and some excitement to this show and everything. So, yeah, I feel like I definitely bring a lot, especially with the group. Yeah.
Yeah, well, next time you have to bring your table so
That's
you can
right.
DJ here on DJ Fridays.
I want to DJ on DJ Fridays.
We would love to have you back.
Yes, well, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, congrats
Thank
on
you.
everything.
Yes, thank you.
And you can check out Maddi on Southern Hospitality Thursday nights on Bravo.